Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach and author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. All this week, I'm talking to Germany and Kayla from Sloppy Dogs, and they're out of Houston, Texas. These ladies are a bundle of energy, and they offer amazing food, they offer amazing service, and they've transformed the humble hot dog into something spectacular. Our conversation with Sloppy Dog continues today with questions that they hear every single day they're open.
Imagine what's possible when learning doesn't get in the way of life. At Capella University, our game-changing FlexPath learning format lets you set your own deadlines so you can learn at a time and pace that works for you. It's an education you can tailor to your schedule. That means you don't have to put your life on hold to pursue your professional goals. Instead, enjoy learning your way and earn your degree without missing a beat. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
What was your very first job that was outside of food? I know that you talked about having graduated from culinary school. Was there a job before that, or was that the very first thing that had been done?
Michael Bell, I believe. Yeah. And that was before culinary school.
Right. So you've always worked in the food industry.
I have, yes. But at Taco Bell, I was young. So I was the cashier. I didn't work in the kitchen yet. And then when I turned 18, I tried to start my own gourmet sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember. She's always been big, like, she always wanted her own business. So one day she was like, hey, I make good sandwiches. I'm going to make these sandwiches and deliver it to businesses in the area. Right. So she literally, I helped her. She's like, can you help me make a menu? So I helped her make the menu, and she literally made these sandwiches, and we drove around to barber shops, office buildings, handed out, and we're like, hey, we're selling sandwiches and we can deliver. Just call us and let us know which one you want. And we were doing this out of our house. We were young.
Yeah. It was actually before 18.
Yeah, she wasn't even 18 yet. And we were like, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. We were like go-getters, like, hey, we got these sandwiches. You want a homemade?
And again, I handled the food. She did the menus. She typed it up. She helped me. Yeah.
It's been always. I just thought about that. We've always been this way. That's crazy.
Well, that's good. I mean, without aging yourself too much, how many years ago was that? My wife just said, how rude.
We were 17, 22. That was 13 years ago.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So you guys were already on the path for your food truck 13 years ago. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Wow, thanks.
So you told me that you got an advisor from SCORE.
Correct.
How helpful was that to you guys?
Honestly, if we didn't have him, I don't know where we would be. When I tell you, helpful person, one of the most helpful persons I've found. He was very patient. He was knowledgeable. We met every week. Mm-hmm. And he literally, from beginning to where we are now, like making sure, okay, you have your LLC. Okay, you don't. Okay, this is what you need to go do. Just every little thing, every step, he held our hand along the way. He's a volunteer. And every week he took out time for Sloppy Dog. And he's amazing.
That's one of the neat things about SCORE. If you're able to connect with the right person. Mm-hmm. Did your advisor have any background in food, or was this just straight business?
A background in business?
No, did he have a background in food, or was it just business?
I want to say I think it was just business.
Okay.
In general. However, he had other mentees that were in the food business. So the good thing about him, he would like put us on three-way calls with other food truck mentees.
Okay.
So we kind of he's like, ideas off of each other. So sometimes it would be all of us in one meeting together. Or if he'd had other colleagues who had more information, he'd get information from them and then he'd send it to me, or we discuss it in our weekly meetings.
And how long did you do that as far as a weekly meeting go?
We did the weekly meetings. We started before we even got the food trailer. Held our hand every week up until about a year. About a year. And I'm still in contact with him. Like I can email him and ask him questions or set up a meeting. But I think at this point he's done, he's helped us a lot. Mm-hmm. So, but if I do have any, questions or concerns, I can always email him or be like, hey, Matt, can we set up a meeting or Zoom call? And he'll be like, yeah, sure.
Everybody needs some type of support system. So I think that you guys finding and using SCORE is absolutely awesome. I wish a lot more food truckers would take that attitude and not try to go it alone. Whether they use SCORE, they use me, it doesn't matter. You need somebody that's going to help guide you down the road so that you can be successful.
Definitely.
Germany just been so smart all her life, but yeah, she's going to go above and beyond to make sure this business is ran right. So without her knowledge, we wouldn't be this far, because she does the social media. She finds the people, bloggers, food bloggers, she willing to pay to make sure Sloppy Dog is out there and is getting ran right. So that's what I like too. I probably will go the cheaper route, but that's what I like about how Germany do things. Yes.
I'll admit I'm a cheapskate. I always go for the least expensive way possible.
Right. And I think that's what most people, think about.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money.
Cheap is not always good, because in the long run, it's going to cost you more if you would have just paid full price. Exactly. Prime example. We bought this refrigerator. We bought this used refrigerator in November, and it just went out this month. 2 months later, it's already gone out. I had a technician come to look at it. So he took it apart, and the system is blown. So the system and the fan and the belt and all that is patched with duct tape. He was like, looks like someone previously tried to patch this thing up. Then they gave us a quote to fix it, which is $700. We paid $1,200 for the refrigerator. Now we'd have to pay $700 to get it fixed. Should have just bought a brand new refrigerator.
Yeah, refrigeration.
Corners, you have to just pay the price.
Yeah, you do. Refrigeration is one of those tougher things when you buy it used. Heating equipment's a little bit easier because it's got a lot less parts, and they're usually not near as expensive to repair. But you did get 2 months out of it. And as cold as it is right now, you really don't need it. Let's talk about you guys on your off days. What are y'all doing?
Well, the first off day, we use it for rest. Okay. That's the day we're like, okay, this is a crazy week. Let's just relax, get our mind together.
Not think about Sloppy Dogs.
Netflix, good food, just relaxing. That's typically what we do the first day off. Did you do the inventory? How many wieners do we need? How many fries, ground meat? Once she gives me those numbers, then I go and I do the orders through US Food. I do the orders for our containers, plasticware, napkins, all of that, condiments and things like that. I'll run out to Sam's Club and get our drinks and other things we need. And then while I'm doing the food for the week, making sure we have enough meat sauce, chips. She makes the cheese from scratch. So the bacon jam she makes from scratch. So the brisket, she has to cook the brisket. So a lot of people think, well, why are y'all off, so many days or whatever? Like it's really not being off. It's more so making sure we're prepared. See what we're doing when we're not on a trailer. We do have that one day where we relax, but other than that, we're really prepping for the week. And it's a lot. We found the most complicated way to make hot dogs and said, hey, that's a great idea. Let's make hot dogs as complicated as we can.
Yeah, but it pays off though. They are really good.
Thank you.
So speaking about the hot dogs, what's the most common thing you hear from your guests when they buy one? What is something they say most frequently?
This is so unique. It's fresh.
Where'd you get those buns? Where'd you get those buns? That's what I hear a lot of, especially on Facebook. I'll get emails, DMs, the meat sauce too. We get I know, right? That could be a good little slogan for us. Those buns.
Where'd you get the buns?
Yeah.
So
they love the meat sauce too.
Yeah, the meat sauce was good. Speaking about the buns, why did you choose that particular type of hot dog bun?
Oh, it took forever. I wanted to use brie, hard to find them.
And the ones we did find that were too small.
Remember that too. Yeah.
She wanted the brioche, which they taste really good. Like the sweetness is buttery, but we could not find a large brioche bun. So then we went back and forth between regular hot dog buns. That wasn't gonna work.
No.
I think I had always said let's do lobster roll.
Okay.
She didn't like it. She hated it. She's like, no, I don't like it.
Because I got so used to us practicing and using brioche, and I love the brioche. So when so I just gave up, but people love it.
Yeah.
It's a good bun. I was telling Garrick when we got back and I was eating mine after he'd already eaten his. I was telling him that I used to work for a restaurant chain a long, long time ago, and they sold a hot dog that had a similar bun, but it was more of a normal size as far as the length goes. Yours is way longer. But what I liked about them was it's a split top and you can toast both sides. So you get the caramelization, and it's so different than a regular hot dog bun. Because the only thing you can do with a regular hot dog bun is steam it. Because if you attempt to toast it, you're actually toasting the crust, which makes it taste just really weird. But your all's bun is really, really good. So that should be a good tagline for you guys is where'd you get the buns?
Where'd you get the buns?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the less than smooth road that these ladies took to getting on TV. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your business, please consider becoming a monthly supporter of our podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We got a whole bunch of awesome members at all levels, from brand new to decades-old veterans, and they've all got your back when it comes to helping you succeed in your food truck business. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.